My oh my, I did not expect to be here this early on this year. That being, calling out Cloud9 for seemingly some pretty scummy, if not some skeptical actions out there. In case you guys missed it just last night, I knew having this mug eventually might bite me back in the butt. It's not going to stop me from talking about some news in the next few days, which is truly gutting to hear. In case you guys missed it just last night, a couple very prominent Fortnite names and streamer names out there, and creators in general, that being Vivid alongside Chat, were both out of nowhere, so it seems, cut from the Cloud9 Fortnite roster. And now, in responses all around the scene, Cloud9 is being called out for some actions which I had not really heard too much about, and they are now certainly surfacing, especially after what many are calling some wrongful kicks out of nowhere for two very prominent names. And again, leaves you really feeling gutted for both of these guys, especially Vivid as of right now, who seems to be retiring because of this contract, long-term contracts which were cut short just after a few months with Cloud9. As he was actually first chap saying he is now a free agent, LOL, very blatantly, out of nowhere. Lots of responses wondering exactly as to why, because still a very, very prominent name, a very great signing by a lot of eyes out there, and a lot of people confused as to why he was kicked out of nowhere. And then it was Vivid posting a twit longer further explaining what happened in this situation, and it was certainly a tough read. Make sure to go check out either of these guys, show them some love for what they're going through, as he starts off by saying, hey guys, this is going to be a tough one to type, so bear with any errors. But as of today, I am released from Cloud9. To explain the situation, got a message yesterday inquiring about having a meeting today. Then today, got into the meeting with a Fortnite manager known as Robin over at Cloud9, who basically immediately informed me that myself and Chap would be getting released today. There was no real explanation. To be honest, I doubt Robin knew why, as the only explanation he got for the decision was visibility. Not entirely sure what that means, but figured I'd let you guys know as much as I do. As far as I know, the other guys are still on the roster for Cloud9, and I have no idea what Cloud9's plans are for the future of Fortnite. And he continued, I'm not mad or upset at Cloud9. I understand that it's just business, but I just think it's just crazy how we can commit to an organization for 2 to 3 years and have no say what or where we go, but then they can decide to do whatever they want with us whenever they want. I'm not going to be an advocate for it, but I really hope there are some changes for the sake of the players. This whole situation has made me appreciate the guys over at Team Liquid so much more. No offense to Cloud9, but it genuinely broke my heart to have to leave Team Liquid because I know what kind of people are at Liquid, and I genuinely saw myself spending what could have been the rest of my life there. Whether it ended up being pro play, management, etc., I still have some of the people I worked with on Liquid hit me up to this day to check on me, and that is just so awesome. You guys know who you are. Sorry for including this bit, but I've never got to publicly state how much I appreciated Team Liquid in between the contract dealings, so here that is. Sorry it is late, Steve and Team Liquid. And he goes on to state how this might just be his retirement, so it seems. He goes on to thank all of his fans who continue to support him and maybe be a part of the Fortnite scene in a different way, whether it be on broadcast or the talent side of things. And I truly do wish these guys the best of luck for a situation which we are not done talking about. I got a question for all you viewers out there. Do you want me to drop a line to a guy like Chris, who is now calling out Cloud9 for past actions, that being potentially, at one point or another, maybe a couple years back, signing 2 different Fortnite teams or rosters and not telling the other roster about the other roster until they had actually signed, which maybe potentially led to a lot of people being dropped? I will gladly reach out to him, interview him on the show. If you guys want that, leave a like or a comment down below. He was not the only one to drop further accusations, of course, of these skeptical actions made by Cloud9. A guy like Speedy making the same exact accusations, or I guess I should say different ones, but equivalently of, some, I'll just say it, okay? I'll be honest, guys. Some seemingly scummy business. It is just business, but to make these guys commit to long-term contracts and then a few months into those long-term contracts find some way to terminate them, and thus all those offers they sought out after and they chose Cloud9, those offers probably are on the table the same way they once were. That's where it hurts. That's where it sucks, the kind of way Cloud9 has gone around this business. Unless they respond publicly, that's what it looks like. Because then we got Speedy saying out of nowhere, so what's actually up with Cloud9 and Fortnite? Signed a bunch of players for World Cup in 2019, then dropped them all within 3 to 6 months. Then in 2020, signed a few players towards the end of the year, then dropped again after 3 to 6 months. Can't respect orgs who don't respect players. And that's a freaking line, my guy, okay? And guys, I have not had any breakfast. All I've had this morning is coffee, so maybe I'm a bit angrier than I usually am, but certainly the list is now piling up on Cloud9 accusations out there, and that is a wonderful line. can't respect orgs who don't respect players. I love that, Speedy. So I am not done talking about this one, guys. Go show some love to some players who seemingly have been wronged in this situation. It does not look like a good situation for Cloud9, and we will see if they speak up on this. Not done talking about it. I'll catch you guys back here in the next one. We got lots of videos coming out, and this is, I'll say it, 2021 is not off to a boring start. Until next time, take a sip for me, all right? Drink some water, drink some coffee. I'll catch you guys back here in the next one. Take care.